Hello my friends, this is for Planes, and welcome to a, well, Cubatomic System video with a little bit of add-on for the ISA, the Interplanetary Strategic Alliance that I'm a part of on the Mushroom Fleet server. What we're taking a look at right now is the ISA Standard Scout. It's basically the power generation core of a fighter, which I repurposed as a scout. Yep, so far so good. This video has been made to cover credits production on multiplayer servers, and especially for the ISA this is very important, since we are a very numerously powerful, or number count wise powerful alliance. As our name implies, the Interplanetary Strategic Alliance, though we lack admin powers. So every bit of fleet we want to have, we have to buy ourselves. Therefore credits are the most important thing we will ever get on this server. There are two ways to farm credits. One requires lots of infrastructure, and one requires time. I'll cover the one that requires time. The Cubatomic Systems menu. You access by pressing the number 5 key on your numpad, and it'll open this. Looks fairly interesting, doesn't it? And you'll probably notice a lot of weird things on my hotbar. Cloakers, water, purple vine stuff, crystals, ice, rock, and, well, more rocks. What did I have here? Oh yeah, this. Don't worry, we won't all need this, but for the easiest way to access and manage in the Cubatomic Systems menu is if you are in a ship and you're in build mode like I am right now. When you press 5, you'll retain the hotbar with your items in it. And therefore, it's the easiest way to get stuff in there. You can of course access the split menu, which is overlain by my build menu and server messages, so it's almost invisible. I also had to hide the tag info here, otherwise you won't be able to read the names. So the easiest way is to click, drag it in, let it go, and it'll pop open such a menu thing, regardless in which of the 3 menus you are in here. Just drop in 255, it can't hold any more of it. And it'll pop it in, and it'll flash the Cubatoms if you have 2 empty spots that you just dropped in. I did this process before I recorded this, because I researched it for you, and therefore there already is a bunch of things cluttered in here. So you just repeat this and drop this in. These 0Z cloakers and water are the 2 things you will need for my version of creating faction modules. The base investments cost of this version, or this one here, is about 3000 credits per Cubatom per faction module, which, if you have a starting money of 25,000, will net you 8 faction modules that you can sell. We'll also cover a cheaper way, which is cheaper in credits, but more time consuming on this in here with all the clicking and stuff. The other way that is relatively popular is using red rock, and purple rock stuff. And you need twice as much rock as you need red rock and purple rock stuff. And this is the short and easy process. After you've split it, which is this button here, which is so well overlain by my warning server messages and other stuff, you go and click refine. Please go away, you foolish server messages. Ignore this. You have to click refine. It's up here. It's the lowest button of all. And then you mark the two Cubatoms you want to refine. It is important you mark them in the correct order. As you saw, I started by marking the lower one first, the higher one, and I get a plus sign, 4 red dots, a circle with 2 lines in it, and some flashes on the sides, which makes a Cubatom, sorry for knocking my mic, mat and plus ints, or pla-ints, medium, anti-spin, plasma, and insulator, which are the 4 properties: mass, spin, thermal, and conductivity of Cubatoms. For all intents and purposes, for the creation of faction modules, you can ignore conductivity. And that is really handy, as you'll see later. Anyways, we want to refine them to mat, medium, anti, and plasma. If I mark this one here first and this one, we will get mat, medium, null plasma, which is different. So pay attention to the particular order of marking it. Oops. And, well, I stopped it earlier whilst researching how long it takes whilst talking to you guys in a failed attempt to create a video. It took me 1 minute and 8 seconds of talking and clicking and even switching the finger which I click with. I use the left mouse button but with my middle finger instead of so I don't have to, so my index finger doesn't hurt as badly from all the clicking. I probably, for the other way of producing, will put music on it. And from time to time talk a little, but we'll put music on and accelerate the video. Since this process of clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking takes around a minute. Okay. This year, thanks server messages. Go away please. Now we split to fabricate. As you see, the menu changes again. We are now on the fabricate menu. The most top button if my freaking server messages disappear. You click and drag down to the faction modules once you find them and click it. And as you see, the Cubatomic system changes. What is highlighted is stuff you need to mark to produce it. Since I marked a medium mass and a anti-spin one, it says I have medium mass and anti-spin properties, but I can't highlight a third Cubatom, so this doesn't work. The OK button, as it says here, only 2 Cubatoms allowed, doesn't turn green. If I click this, which has all my predefined properties already that I need for this, OK turns green. And you can right click this with your middle finger and say you want to have 255 of them produced, which means the time to get it in, to click it, to fabricate, to refine it with all the clicking, and to fabricate it takes me 1 minute and 10 seconds. Just right now, out of met and pla ins. This. Note that we have made it out of this. I'll just put in one of this and one of this, and I'll refine it again so that we have it here. This is what we did it before with cloakers and water. Let's check the other method. You click met no lectra and neg and lectra, and you get lick and gasins. This. 255 times of clicking. 1 minute later. Okay, so now we have used it up. We need this one again, and this one you get by... If you click it, you see what contains this Cubatom. Splitting rock. Which this menu doesn't work, so we just take it, drag 255 in, and we have it again. And for intents and purposes, we just fill up the other one here, and then we select this and select this one and select this one, and we get like null gasins. That here. When you take the first 3 letters of each attribute and combine them, you get the name of the Cubatom. Like null gasins. I'm sorry, I'm doing this a 3rd time and my throat is getting a little sore. Click mayhem and sure ensues again. Anyways, step 2 of producing done. Let's fill up the Cubatomic menu again. Now we have to refine these two. 2 med and pla con. Although the conductivity is irrelevant, like I told you. Another minute of clicking, or 2 minutes. And it takes... and takes... and takes... and takes. The good thing is, the low-cost method, you can buy 255 of each, if your shop has that. You can process it, and it will cost you around... I think 5,000 credits or so. You'll get about 100 million credits worth of stuff back for the low-cost method, which is really good if you are on a multiplayer server, which has a very low starting budget. If they haven't nerfed that by making faction modules ridiculously cheap. So we go to fabricate, click it, and this time we only refine 200, or refine 1, let's refine another 253. Okay, this is... As you see, both of them make faction modules. If I go to fabricate, I can make it out of either one of them, as you see. So both methods equally create faction modules, but stopwatch says one takes 5 minutes and the other one takes 1 minute and 25 seconds whilst I'm talking to you. So you can decide which method you're going to take, and if I access the shop, I empty this shop of... Did I? No, I think I didn't. This is a very fresh shop that I just emptied of credits, yet has 1,000 water, almost, so you can make lots of faction modules, and it has... Where are my cloakers? 518 0C cloakers, so you can make 518 faction modules from this shop's wares alone. And that'll net you, depending on the server, between 125,000 and 175,000 credits. Sorry, million credits. So, for an investment cost of, I think, if I calculate 510 of each, 510 times 3,000, for a base investments cost of 150,000 credits. I think that's an acceptable profit range. The other one has only a base investments cost of 5,000 credits. For low budget servers this is really good and nets you 125 million to 175 million credits. In the course of making 3 attempts at making this video, I produced, in about 20 minutes, 1,323 faction modules. Thanks and bye bye for watching.